Zara will have you hemmed up thinking that you're going to be on somebody's yacht in Dubai with that dress on. And I'm like, girl, you have to work tomorrow. Okay, can we get a dress for that? Asymmetrical, bubble waist, drop waist, fringe galore. The latest summer dress trends are everywhere and they are beautiful. And we already got them. We already own all of these dresses. Welcome to the channel, y'all. I'm Kima and this is deCollection. So this is the channel where we declutter with style, we restyle and remix old fits, we shop our closets, and when we do shop, we shop sensibly and we still look fly. Okay, so welcome back. If you're new to the channel, thanks for dropping in. Trust me, if you just stay a little bit longer, look around, browse, you might want to stick around. Okay, so I have to say, this maxi dress video is really meeting the moment right now, because with so much drama and strife and just downright BS misery going on in the world, and very much so in this country, the economy, the gas prices, taking away civil rights, child. I mean, we just can't keep letting people scheme and scam and grift on us. And when I'm looking at the prices, I'm just like, nah, I'm not spending $200 for your dress. Your dress is pretty, but I'm not spending $200 for your dress. And why I'm not spending $200 for your dress is because, one, I have to spend $200 every week for gas. Sir, ma'am, thank you. And also, we already own that. We do. So, and if for whatever reason, perchance, happenstance, we don't own it, we know how to find it for low, like very cheap and still good quality. So that's what we're doing. And when you decide to come to your senses and put it on sale, mark it down 50, 60, 70%, then maybe we can have a conversation. If you would have asked my 23-year-old self if I thought that in 20 years I would be wearing the same exact thing that I'm wearing today, I would have looked at you like, wait a minute, hold on, you mean that 45-year-old lady over there? She could never. Like, what were we thinking? We've already talked at length about just the better quality pieces of clothes that we had in the 90s, Y2K, all the way through 2010, right? They were just making better clothes and we bought better clothes. Why we didn't save it, why we didn't keep it, I don't know, because we were young and dumb. And also, I kind of low-key want to blame my parents, because even though they saw the same thing happen to them with the 70s styles coming back out in the 90s, and they were like, oh, we used to wear those bell bottoms, we used to wear those tops, we used to wear those mini skirts. They didn't tell us that we would want to wear the same things over again, and that maybe we should try to hold on to these high quality items. But I'm just saying, these people out here playing in our faces, trying to resell us. Yes, and I mean that. Like, they're trying to resell us old styles as brand new with high prices. And that's what these brands do every single year. They try to give us something new and act like it's radical or revolutionary. And it's not. It's ridiculous, because we have it already. So we're going to also see what H&M and Zara are giving us, because, you know, they just do everything that they see on the runways. And then we're going to go in our closet. You already know what I'm going to say. Before we go out and shop and spend and splurge and spree, we are going to always practice 3 before spree, which means we shop our closets. So today we are going to shop our closets for some of the latest, brand new, hottest summer dress trends that we already own. And we're going to find some pieces that we can restyle and remix, see if it works. We might also find some other styles that they didn't even know that was cool, because we already had it. And if that doesn't work, then the third thing is to find the lowest viable option, which means we're going to thrift it. But you know how we thrift. We thrift like a stylist. So we're always applying those principles. We already have our strategy because we built a capsule, so we know what we need. We know what we don't need. We know where we're going. Is this for work? Is this for vacation? Is this for play? We're focused. We already know our personal style. Regardless of what they say is in or out, we're looking for our signature style. So not all of the styles that are latest, the hottest, the coolest, the trendiest are going to work for us. It just doesn't work that way. So we're looking for our personal signature style. And most importantly, we're not settling on our high standard for quality fabrics and constructed garments. So that's our assignment today. So let's get started. Not only do we know how to shop sensibly, but we know how to read critically. So Bazaar dropped their latest article in my inbox. And in this article, they talk about the latest maxi dress trends taking over spring and summer. And that immediately piques my attention because that's what I love. I love maxi dresses. And this is Maxi Dress Month. So right on time, my language, I'm your girl, let's talk. And I'm like, oh, okay, Chloe, Zimmerman, even Jacquemus got some good stuff. And then they're going to give us, the high low. They're like, oh, look at what Zara got. And I'm like, okay, let's see. Because, I know Zara is going to be giving us some of the runway high style trends at an affordable price. Affordable. And the dresses are beautiful. I agree with them. I'm like, oh, yeah, check. Yep, G8, T, got it. No notes. I love it all. The first dress trend that stood out to me is the drop waist dress. These are everywhere. We're seeing them in so many different iterations, short, mini, long, midi. I love a drop waist because, especially a mini drop waist, because when you're doing very, very short or mini, then, you want it to have some volume. You don't want it to be tight and mini. And a nice flowy drop waist dress is perfect for that summer, fresh, cool, chic look without doing the most. A drop waist dress is so effortless, but at the same time, it is so high fashion cool because it gives you an elongated silhouette and it's very feminine because it's usually flowy on some, at the fringe at the bottom, a little layer at the bottom, and you just always feel cool in it. And what I like about a drop waist silhouette is that it pretty much looks good on any body type. But the short waist girlies like me, it really understands the assignment. It's like, listen, y'all, okay, you know what we need to do. You know what we can't be showing. You know how we need to look. And she's like, I got you, boo. And so I just love a drop waist dress for that. The second trend that Bazaar showcased is the fringe. So we're seeing fringe everywhere. Think tassels, think frayed edges, think like split, cut, chopped, just all of the things that dangle and flutter in the wind. Like, we just love fringe. I don't know about you guys, but I do. And the thing about what we're seeing this year with fringe is that it's not like the fringe of like 3 years ago where it was very sort of vacation chic, very tropical chic, very ethnic chic. And we love all of those fringe styles. Like, I have some dresses like that, which we'll talk about. But this is taking fringe to the next level, right? We're seeing fringe with flapper style dresses. Again, the drop waist dresses. We're seeing it with metallics. We're seeing it in a very sort of ethereal, very dainty way too. So I just love what I'm seeing with fringe. And I didn't know it then, but I know now that I'm officially a fringe girly. And lastly, the third trend that we are seeing everywhere is the asymmetrical dress. Now, and we're seeing these in tops as well too. So I didn't necessarily think that I gravitate much towards asymmetrical styles. I mean, I like it, but something about it just seems very dated. And I feel like I probably thought that was a mature look, like, especially like those tops that come like this. Well, now mind you, I got on an asymmetrical top. But the bottom or a dress that's asymmetrical, I didn't really like it. But I think I might be sold because some of the styles that are out are really cute, but also that is like the number one Oh my goodness, you are not going to try to sell that to me because, first of all, I've seen that in every Goodwill from here to Gotham. Okay. And they got it. And it's such an easy silhouette to even upcycle and DIY with jersey, maxi dress that you already own. So that is not something that we need to go out and run and spend hundreds of dollars, much less even $100 or even $50, right? Like, we can see what we have first, and then if we might be so compelled to get something, then we can consider looking at the stores. And what I like about the asymmetrical dresses is that it can be off the shoulder, you know, one shoulder, slash shoulder, one sleeve, no sleeve, a lot of draping, but it really takes a sort of basic silhouette, a basic dress, and just takes it up a notch. Okay, so let's go hit up H&M and see what they have. The last time I went to H&M was probably in the fall or the winter. So walking in since then, I have to say that I was very underwhelmed. You know, when you go into a store like H&M, Zara, any of your favorite stores, and you go in at the beginning of whatever the new season is, you go in expected to be like smacked in your face by trends, fashion, lights, action, go, right? And you just like, oh my goodness, I don't know where to start. Look at these jackets. Look at this. Look. Like, I didn't get any of that. You know, I walked in and the vibe was like, hey girl, hey, we just here chilling. Take a look. You might like this. You might like this. You might like this. Like, so that's where I really need to start and end. But I went in there very educated because I already know what the trends are. I already know what to expect from H&M. I know they're not going to give us high editorial runway styles like Zara, but I know they're going to give us some very minimalist, maybe even Scandinavian dupe of somebody something, you know, Chloe's this, or maybe even like the Row. So I said, let me go see what they got. So what I did see in H&M was more relaxed, beachy, sort of bohemian style. A lot of cotton or cotton blends, poplin, some linen. I didn't see any fringe, but I definitely saw some ruched waistline. We love a basque waistline. It was very minimalist, but I did try on these 3 dresses. And I have to say, compared to what I bought last year, I didn't see anything this year that seemed to be compelling. Anything that really jumped at me, even to wait until the end of the season to go back and get it. So I have to say, yeah, very underwhelming from H&M. But the website usually has a lot more inventory. I think H&M just focused on their collaboration with Stella McCartney because the actual summer dress line that they have now, it is very underwhelming. Again, 1, maybe 2 pieces that you're like, oh, okay, this would be good. You know, I don't know if I'm, you know, on a bike date for a picnic date or something, but definitely nothing to buy full price. And their full prices are reasonable, but I'm still not like pressed, right? I'm still not like trying to jump to get it, especially, you know, $29, $30 when we talking about $100 budget for the month. Like, we could do better. I would even rather spend $50 at Zara for something that I think is going to be more of my signature style than spending $30 at H&M for the same quality fabrics, or for basically the same level of fabrics. You know, they're going to give you a lot of synthetics. Even when it's cotton, it's usually still a cotton blend. So that was H&M. Okay. So we hit up the Zara website because browsing the Zara website is going to give us more breadth, more of a scope of what they have versus just what's in the store. And the store is always crowded when I can actually go. Zara's website is like a rabbit hole of runway dupes. It is endless styles, trends galore. It is actually very beautiful. And it is actually very inspiring. And I'm not like, I really don't want to rag on Zara because I love Zara. Well, I like Zara. I'm not a Zara girly, but I really like Zara. And I wholeheartedly appreciate what they're giving us, right? Because even though they're trying to give us, you know, a $300 dress, and yes, they literally have $300 items. We can go back and forth on the fabric quality or not. For the most part, they are giving us a good product at a reduced price. I mean, it's not like we're trying to pay $3,000 for the Chloe version. I'm just saying. So I can appreciate them. They got a job to do, but we also got a job to do, okay? We shop our closets and we still look fly. But we also shop sensibly. So we do shop Zara. Now, sometimes we have to wait for the sale, and that's great. And they know that too, right? That is part of the reason why they mark their prices up high, because they know that at least 40 to 50% of the consumers are only going to buy their stuff on sale. So the other half who want to buy it, they want to race out and get it, whether they think they're going to wear it now or not, and it's going to be stuck in their closet, and they're going to have it in their closet throughout the entire season, throughout the entire year with the tag still on it. That's their business. But we actually need those people too. We need the people to buy Zara full price at the right time, because that keeps the store going. We keep it afloat too. But we need them to do that, because then they're not going to wear it. Then they going to just send it to the thrift store and we going to buy it for like $10, right? So it's an ecosystem. It's the circle of life. We all play a part in it, okay? They overspent. Now they need some money, so they're going to try to resell it on Poshmark, and we're going to buy it at a reduced price. It makes everybody happy. So I'm not ragging on Zara, nor am I ragging on those other people over there, not us in deCollection, who are buying things first time, full price. Like, go off. Because again, sometimes we do that too. Sometimes we have to go out and buy stuff. We have events, emergencies. We want to look good right now. Okay. So I understand that. We just don't do that every month. We don't do it all the time. All right. So I am going to talk about these 3 dresses that really stole my heart on the Zara website. The first dress, this bra. Okay, so the first dress is a short knotted shirt dress. I am a sucker for a shirt dress. I don't know when it began, probably in the 90s, you know, Gap, J. Crew, even Old Navy, that vibe. Just a nice sort of Oxford poplin shirt dress. I love it. So I love this variation of that because it combines one of my favorite things with my second favorite thing, which is a mini. I have great legs, y'all. Okay, I'm going to always show them off. Okay, this dress is definitely something that I would naturally gravitate towards. However, we've seen enough Pinterest and maybe even some talk videos where people are like twisting up the shirt, tying this thing, doing a DIY something. So we already know that we can make that. Okay, now the dress is $79. It's a cotton poly blend. I think it's about a 50-50 blend. So $79 is not bad, but it's not good either. Not when I know I can go right down to Goodwill and get 2 men's shirt and make a skirt at the bottom with one, and then use the shirt at the top. Plus, we already have shirts like that, right? So we really don't have to buy anything. Maybe one, because we might have to cut something to do the skirt at the bottom. So I'm going to try that and see if I can perform my first upcycle miracle, because I've been looking at these videos a lot and I'm like, they made it look easy. I could do that. And some of it is actually no sew. So we may not have to sew or cut anything. So check back later and we'll see. There's something about being a very mature and very feminine woman who just loves a great caftan moment. Like, you're immediately transported to like Marrakesh or Mumbai somewhere. And so when I saw this dress from the Zara collection, it is this beaded cinched in waist caftan, I was like, oh my goodness, I love this. Okay, 100% viscose. Again, a synthetic blend. We're not too mad at viscose because we understand what it's supposed to give. And it's a little bit breathable too for summer. So not the worst fabric. Definitely not like the lowest quality either. So I get where they're going with that. And the dress looks beautiful. I would love to see it in person, especially if I'm going to pay $169 for it. Again, $169 does not break the bank. But thinking about all of the things that we now have to do with $169 between gas and groceries, like, do we really need this particular dress right now? Like, when are you going to Marrakesh? Is the flight already booked, girl? Okay? Because if it's not, then put the dress down. Okay? Step away from the shopping cart. So, but then I was like, haha. Lo and behold, I didn't even have to go through my closet because I immediately knew that I had. This is a beaded silk, homemade tunic with hand stitched embroidery and hand stitched pearls. And I got this from, you know where? Goodwill. I'm gonna tell you, another Goodwill hack is go to thrift stores, specifically like a Goodwill or a Value Village, Savers, in a very diverse neighborhood, because you're gonna always get the best quality fabrics, the best colorful and eclectic blends of patterns that are just unique, and you can't find them anywhere. And you definitely are not going to be able to find it for $6. Now, honestly, I think that this is something that you actually can find at a thrift store. Now, can you go to any thrift store on any given day and find this? No. But again, if you live close enough or in a populated area and you just have not only diverse people who live there, which is great, but also people who travel. Like, there's always going to be stuff that people are dropping off because they're done with it. They don't have space for it. And now I got it. And the last Zara dress that I want to talk about is a girl who needs no introduction because she is just fabulous and she's flawless and she's giving us like flapper fringe fantasy. Okay, she's everything fabulous about a flapper style dress that you can imagine. The only problem is that she's $219. This is Zara's asymmetric ruffled dress. It's beautiful. Again, I would love to see this in person. I need to see her live and direct. $219 is not a lot of money for a dress like this. So this dress has everything. It has the drop waist that we love. It has the fringe that we love. It's asymmetrical. I mean, it's just giving us boudoir baddie. And I love it. And it has a pretty decent blend of fabric. The outer shell, now this, it got a lot going on because you see how it's like double layered, a double layered bodice. So it has like, the outer shell is 100% polyester. Okay. But then the secondary shell is 100% silk. So I think that inner lining part right there, just that little right here, you know, this is like just like your modesty part. I think that part is 100% silk. So that's like what, I don't know, a quarter of a yard, like a quarter of a yard of fabric. The lining is viscose and the lace is polyamide. Polyamide is like a type of nylon blend. I love everything about this dress and the way it looks, from the color, like, because there's a lot going on with that. The fact that it is in this like soft cream makes it very ethereal, but also you could tell like that's just a fun dress. And if you get it in the right size, you will feel free, but you also feel sexy and flirty in it. So I love everything about this dress. This is the type of dress that when I was anywhere between 28 to like 33, I would have immediately gotten it. It would have been an immediate yes. Okay. Because that silhouette, I know that's my girl. I know it. It's like we see each other and we get locked in. Our eyes meet. And she like, girl. And I'm like, I know. I'm coming. Okay. Denim bills. I'm coming. But first I'm like, ooh, where am I going to wear this? And I would immediately start to imagine all of the places that I'm going and all the people that are going to be there and all of the ways that they're going to be wowed by me stepping in with this dress. And 9 out of 10 times, it never happened. Now, I bought the dress, but there was no place to go, or there were no people there who even cared enough to be wowed. And I say all that to say that, fine, we're not dressing for other people, but we're dressing to have fun. And it's fun when there's other people who can appreciate the fun dressing. Do you get what I'm saying? But we don't do that anymore, okay? We shop for our real life. Now, we do have a lot of fun events, right? And when those come up, we already have them planned. We plan in advance. We're like, okay, I'm going to dress for this one. I'm going to dress for this event. My birthday's coming up. His birthday, her birthday, everybody's birthday's coming up. We doing this. I need a dress for that. But not for this imaginary life that I think that I'm going to live. Okay. Because we have a good life. We do. We have a good life. Okay. And we're satisfied with that. So we're not trying to create moments that don't exist. And definitely not about to buy a dress for $219 for a moment that may never happen. And it's okay. So I just love what Zara is doing with their entire summer dress collection. They are really giving us an opportunity to not only look good and feel stylish and trendy, but also like these dresses are really taking us to another part of the world, right? Like these dresses are taking us to Marrakesh, to Ibiza, okay, to somebody's Rio de Janeiro resort, to the south of France. Like these dresses are taking us there. The problem is, have you booked your flight yet, girl? Have you booked your flight yet, girl? Okay, is the flight booked? If the flight is not booked, then we're not buying these dresses, Zara. I'm sorry, we're not, okay? And we are gonna need some things, but I'm pretty sure we already have some of these things. So we just have to remind ourselves of that, okay? Because Zara will have you hemmed up thinking that you're gonna be on somebody's yacht in Dubai with that dress on. And I'm like, girl, you have to work tomorrow. Okay, can we get a dress for that? Okay, and then maybe we could take the jacket off and then you'll be fine, for the summer barbecue. Like, let's be a little bit more realistic. But I love them. I love what Zara's doing. I really do. So we went through the closet and we decluttered a lot. I put aside some dresses for the upcoming swap party. And I still have to go back and maybe find a few more. And also I found some of the dresses to build my summer capsule with. So I'm excited about that. So we're looking for 3 trends. So we were looking for a drop waist, fringe, and asymmetrical. Okay. And I found some variation of these 3 dresses. So before spree, shopped our closet. I restyled them, remixed them. And if I'm not completely satisfied and I still need to meet the moment of this particular maxi dress, then I know what to do. I'm going to find the cheapest viable option, which means I'm hitting up the thrift store. Okay. So let's look at the first dress. So the first dress is drop waist. That's the H&M green dress. That's my variation of the drop waist. So I bought this Kelly green drop waist dress last year from H&M. I think I paid about $20. Probably started at $29 and I got it for like $20 on sale. I love it. It's one of my summer faves. Okay, and the second dress trend that we looked at was asymmetrical. Now, this is one that I don't really have. I thought maybe I had something asymmetrical besides this top. I have some dresses with ruching that give you an asymmetrical waist, but not an asymmetrical silhouette. So the closest thing that I found in my closet is this tie-dyed girl. This dress is also giving us another trend that we didn't talk about, which is the handkerchief trend, which I actually like that look and I thought I didn't have anything like it. So this is kind of a play on both of those. As it exists, it's not quite asymmetrical. The hem is a little asymmetrical if you can see, but that's not enough to give us that entire silhouette. So what I did was just take a hair tie and from the inside, right, I figured out where I kind of want the asymmetrical angle to hang. And I want to cinch it in at the waist so that it gives me more of a cinched in waist. And then I could just play around with the length, pulling and tightening the hair tie depending on how much more give I want at the top to maybe shorten part of the length or one side of the dress. And look at that. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All you need is a cute, sexy pair of thong sandals and you are the girl of the moment. And you already know what I'm going to say because that's dressing it up. You can dress it down, put on some casual shoes. But most importantly, because it's summer and we still have to work, we can just throw on a little cute cardigan or a cute blazer, change out the shoes, and I'm still cute. And I still feel fly. even for work. So they're not going to catch me. I'm not going to anybody's store and buying anybody's asymmetrical dress. Not unless it's on sale. And not unless I find, one for like $5 or $10 at the Goodwill, child. And it got to be 100% cotton because it's hot. And the last summer dress trend that we found in our closet is this chartreuse, which is one of the hot summer colors too. So this dress is about 5 years old. Maybe not that old. This dress I think is about 3 years old. I bought it for my friend's wedding in Costa Rica, and it was great. She was cute. She did all the things. Now, the only thing about this dress is that it is 100% polyester. I've only worn it once, and I washed it in the delicate hand wash cycle. And the fringe is a little bit like tangled, so I need to get her some detangler. Child, she needs a treatment. But when I put it on, she still looks good, because that's the thing about fringe. Like, fringe is supposed to look crazy. It's supposed to be like tattered and, just not necessarily neat. So I still like this dress. The only thing about this dress, much like the Zara dress, is like, this is a particular style for a very particular moment. I wore it for a destination wedding. The only other time I probably would wear it is like, maybe another vacation. And even still, it's like just not walking around with this dress. It has to be like, okay, maybe it's a fun dinner night or something. Like, that's really the only place that I would wear this again, is a vacation dinner night. Now, would I just wear this for a summer day event? It just depends. It really depends on the event. So I said, well, let me see if I could dress her down, because that's my line. We always say we could dress everything up, we could dress her down. Let me see if I could dress this down and turn it into a fringe skirt. Okay. So I actually like this look. I'm not sure if I would wear it with this shirt, but I like the cut and the silhouette of this shirt with this particular skirt, just to get a sense of what the cut looks like, right? The silhouette, the overall silhouette. So I like that. And if I don't wear it with that shirt, which I probably could, I have to maybe zhuzh stuff up. That'll be one of those things where it's like, yeah, you're trying to be bold. We know what you're doing. But it's cute. I like it. So needless to say, we got the fringe. I know you got some fringe, okay, in your closet too. You definitely have something with a drop waist or a basque waist. And you obviously can find or make something that is asymmetrical. So we're doing okay. And also there are other trends too that we didn't talk about, but that are in, and you got them. And even if you don't got them, guess what? It's okay. It's okay, because we don't have to have everything, and we certainly don't have to wear everything. So hopefully this is a reminder and a sign to tell us that before we spend money on anything new, we're going to go through our closets. We're going to revisit, get to know all of the summer dresses and all of the summer items for that matter. Your shorts, your skirts, your tops. We're building a capsule anyway, so you should be doing that. But also just putting everything together and figuring out all of your outfits for anything fun that you may have coming up, but also for work, because that's going to be, that's the thing you got to worry about every day. So, and that's going to cause us not to like panic shop. We're like, oh, I need dresses. Because last summer, if you saw my maxi dress decluttering video last summer, I actually got rid of a lot of dresses. So as I was going through my closet this time, I was actually surprised, because last year I knew I had a lot of dresses, but this time around I was expecting to see a lot of dresses, and surprisingly, I don't have a lot of dresses. Now, a lot is relative. When you think about how many actual days you get to wear some of these dresses, depending on how versatile they may not be, right? So if we're just talking about the weekend, and again, it just depends on where you're going, what kind of events you have to attend. So we have all the things, y'all. So this is our reminder to not go out and shop and spend and splurge and spree before we try 3 before spree. So we're going to shop our closets. We've already talked about it. We got all these dresses. It's the same dresses from 2000 to 2015. Okay. And here's the gag. Even if you don't have any of those dresses from the early 2000s, you have the dresses that you've been wearing for the last 5 years, because, again, every style is in, okay? Every single style, color is in. So just wear what you've been wearing, okay? Trends are constantly being recycled and repeated, but strategy is what's going to save us money. And you know, one thing we always going to do is buy high and pay low. And we still look fly. Okay, so that is it for today. My closet is in a mess because I took everything out. So now I got to put everything back in. But that's fine because now we have so many outfits, dresses, jacket with dresses, layered shirts, layered over dresses. We are locked in for the rest of spring and all of summer. Okay, so Zara is not gonna catch me slipping. They're not. Not now. Okay, maybe at the end of the season. Okay, when they Bro, that's 70% sale. Listen, I'm telling y'all. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the channel. I'm gonna be like, channel's on mute because we're gonna be at Zara 70% off sale. Because then everything is literally $10. Like the dresses that they want you to pay $70, $80, even up to $120, you're getting them for $20 at that point. Like, so I want you guys in the comments, please let me know what trend you already own. What are you gravitating towards? Where you're not gonna shop right now? Let us know all the things. And thanks again for sticking to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye.